I ain't even gonna set the clock. There's some shit I just gotta get off of my chest, man. So y'all bear with me. But I'm stuck, y'all, as far as the word of the day. I'm stuck between two words. I didn't do one yesterday, but I know I made sure I streamed, but I'm stuck between hate and bitter. I can't see myself ever coming on this platform and this channel and bashing anyone. And if I were to make a bad example out of anybody, I will always use myself as the bad example of what to not do, because I already, in my mind, every day I tell myself I'm fucked up, you're a fuck up. I tell myself this because anyway, the reason why I'm stuck between the words hate and bitter, as I'm going through this process, there's just certain things and certain ways my leadership is going about it that I do not agree with, and it's having me feel a ways. I know I made some of the doctors and nurses and people were assessing me a little bit uncomfortable yesterday because my phone was just being blown up, and I had appointments from 8 to 12, and I had at least make sure I get my facts straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at a minimum of 12 phone calls yesterday while I'm at my VA appointments, y'all. And I'm going to take it back to the fucked upness because, again, for someone who's so fucked up, not the standard. I've been called a lot of things, y'all, in my military career, so sticks and stones. But I'm all these negative things when I don't do things that's in your favor, or I become a hindrance or a nuisance to you. I'm all these negative things, but yet I have this many calls, missed calls, while I'm at my appointments. Like, dude can't even med board. But then again, too, with the rank that I have, calling a spade a spade. Calling a spade a spade. You just can't, you don't just not come to work. I definitely agree with that. But all last week I was in and out of my office, in and out of my office, in and out of my office, due to my appointments between VA, telephonic calls before I got set up with my VA appointments for yesterday, which more is to come. But being in and out of the office an hour, 2, 3 hours at a time on certain days, because again, you cannot miss your VA appointments. You just can't. And the position that I'm in, I wanted to talk, but you know what? He the type of leaders I have, some leaders I have, they're not gonna be receptive. They're just gonna feed you a bunch of bullshit, pretty much tell you to suck it up and deal with it. I can't tell you how many times I got told as a private and even as an NCO, figure it the fuck out. And then when I do figure it the fuck out and come up with my own solution, is not the right answer. But you as a leader couldn't provide me. You told me as a... Either way, but I couldn't even... It's like, I can't even med board properly. Like, I'm not going to be in this seat for long, y'all. But y'all don't care. It's I'm in my feelings. Like, this is the reason why I'm telling y'all all this, bringing it full circle. I had a nightmare last night, y'all. And it wasn't even Army related, but it was how I felt. The nightmare I had, everything but me was on fire. And what I mean by that, I'm talking like people, things, they were charred. You saw flesh burn like skeletals, and then it just didn't stop until and I was scared and disgruntled, but at the same time, that dream was definitely a reflection of how I was feeling, man. I'm bitter, I'm spiteful, I'm hateful towards certain people. Like, there's just certain people from a religious standpoint, and I even had to ask God. I was like, God, look, I'm not even asking you to get these people off my back, but like, for once, let me be in a position to where I can see some bad shit. Like you put me in a position to where I can watch and I enjoy myself. That is the bitter aspect of me, because you really shouldn't think that about people. But some people, that's why I'm a firm believer, whether it's military, politics, some people should not be in power. Most people shouldn't, because again, at the end of the day, and you know something, I for those who want to join the military, regardless of what branch, you have to have a certain skin about yourself, a certain level of resiliency. And what I have probably promoted these last 4 to 5 minutes into this video has probably been nothing but bad bitching, moaning, complaining. That's not what the military is. I will say the military is not bad, but sometimes the people don't make it known. And I don't have any faith and confidence in my bosses. One attempts to treat me like a child, and it's kind of like, sir, you can do that, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like with certain roles and positions I have, you might want to tread lightly, because there is going to come a time that you need me. I know that for a fact. I'm trying to get out my feelings about it, but what bothers me is these individuals and situations that got me so fucked up to where I can't even get a good night's sleep probably went home last night and slept like a baby, and that bothers me, because at the end of the day, they know how to take the uniform off. That has always been my biggest problem since I've been in the military. I never knew how to take the uniform off. I never learned. I definitely was never taught it, but I never learned how to separate your emotions from things. I don't know if y'all remember this a couple of videos ago. That's why when somebody tells me that I'm emotionally intelligent and emotionally aware, I laugh, because I'm like, man, if you could just see how I react to certain things at work, you would think the exact opposite. But the word of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong, and I think the word of the day from how I was feeling yesterday and a little bit of today is bitterness, because I'm still holding on to it, and that's bitter people hold on to shit. Bitter people hold on to shit, and I'm bitter. Again, I'll never come on here and what you see with me is what you get. We gonna, just like I told people in my lives when I did my lives daily, there are gonna be days I come on here with good energy, there's gonna be days I come on here with bad energy, and then there's just gonna be days where I may turn on this camera one day and may not say shit for 10 minutes. I can see myself doing that. I'm gonna try to make this question make sense. Comment. You can troll all you want. I'm hoping I have interactions with trolls today when I do streaming or whatever, because I'm probably take some frustration out that ain't even meant for them out on them, which is some coward ass shit too. But it's one thing to hold on to something. I get. How does one let go when they do not know? They want to, they legit don't know how. How does one let go and they do not know how to? They legitimately want to, because moving forward, there's always going to be new problems. You know, there's always different issues each day. But how does one who does not know how to let go of shit let go? I don't care if you a teenager, an elder, a troll. Y'all give me some insight if and when y'all make it to this part of the video. But how does one who truly wants to let go just not... I don't want to be spiteful. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to look at a motherfucker and just be like, Lord, let a bucket of acid just drop on this motherfucker and let me watch. Like, it's just... You feel me? I don't... These are some of the things that I think about when I go to the gym. Somebody had asked me what was, but like it was like a pre-interview, and I told them, I said, man, before I started powerlifting, and I went to be sane, to silence out all the noise. Like it's just, y'all, we have good days and we have bad days, but my bad days really, and this isn't to take away anything because that my audience or anybody else in life go through. I'm gonna say it right now. I know some people who go through way worse than me. I know somebody right now who ever since he became a police officer, some of the mental mind fucks he goes through dealing with his cases, the homicide cases, just all that other stuff. That shit is on a daily for him. I know he goes through way worse on a mental level than I do. And you know, when I think about him and a couple of others in combat MOSs, in combat jobs, beaten or abused or molested coming up, I sit back and I tell myself, shut up, because again, there's somebody going through it more than you. But at the same time, in this moment, I can't get out of that, because these people that I'm around are over me. And I think not just me, but anybody, the problem I have sometimes, no, all the time, is I can understand if you doing it just business, because I've worked for bosses where they were the same all the way around. I'm gonna make your life hell, I'm gonna make your life hell, I'm gonna make my own life hell, but guess what, I'm fair across the board. Versus people who legitimately take enjoyment out of the shit. It's kind of like, I have always had a problem with that. The word of the day for yesterday and today is bitterness, y'all. I'm very bitter. I ask that y'all pray for me. I ask that y'all wish me well, because again, I just... And the thing that I hate the most is I'm going on 12, 13 years, and my mind couldn't handle 7 more years of this to where I could get to retirement. I'm so far gone. I couldn't take, because this isn't the first time I've dealt with shit like this, and I know it ain't gonna be the last. But from a military standpoint, my mind could not keep up and hold up long enough for me to get to 20 damn years. Y'all be good. I love you. You were loved. You inspire me. You motivate me. Keep going. Don't quit. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, alright? Peace.